everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's episode on how to real estate. And we have a rock star with us today. I'm super excited. Rosy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here with you. I see you all the time at the, meetings and stuff and Zooms and stuff. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're so excited. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Rosy, Rosy is basically what I would call my counterpart in the Oklahoma City area. Now, Rosy, tell us, you're from Oklahoma City. Which direction are you?
I'm actually in Oklahoma City. I'm South Oklahoma City. It's like borderline of Moore, Oklahoma. So yeah,
Okay.
very central.
Okay. Oh, so you say central?
Yes, central.
Hey, that helps. That helps. And so what happens, and you know this to be true, people, maybe somebody from Montana who has a referral and the person's moving to Oklahoma, they'll call me and they just assume it's just down the road from me, and I'm like, well, Oklahoma's a little bigger than what people give us credit for. So a lot of times I get to kick those over to you because you are more centrally located than we are. So I'm on the northeast side of Oklahoma and you're centrally located. So, and I know you're set up. You are a family-owned business, but go ahead and tell us all about the family and your team and the name of your company.
So the name of my company is Legacy Real Estate Group, and I have a small brokerage, boutique brokerage. We're locally and women owned and all these other fun things that they add.
Love that.
I'm a mom of three kids, three boys. You've already met them.
And they are amazing. Yes.
And they kind of grew up in real estate. I've been in business since 2005. So feels like a lifetime, but I'm still excited about real estate. I really enjoy my job and our industry is forever changing. So it's always challenging new aspects of learning. So I really like that aspect of it. And I'm happily married for 23 years, going on 24 this year. So I've had a very steady life and life by design at this point, designing more and more. I feel like everything is just coming together. We're in a good place overall, and that's it. My business keeps going, and we keep helping families, and I just kind of you keep giving service and then that repeat business keeps coming back. And so that's it. That's pretty much it.
There's so many things I want to say. Okay, first off, you are a broker owner, or Salvador, your husband, is the broker and you're co-owner?
So we co-own together,
Co-own.
and I'm the managing broker, and then he's my broker associate.
Oh, oh, so you're the boss.
I'm the boss.
Gotcha.
In paper, I'm the boss, but
Yeah,
technically,
51% for the woman always. Yeah.
right, right.
Okay.
It was designed in this way so that uh, we at some point in time try to do lending, and he was going to handle that side, and it just kind of really didn't work. And so we decided to stay with just real estate side, and then we kept it. But we don't exist without the people that surround us and make our lives easier. And he's just behind the scenes, everything pretty. It's everybody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We just
Yeah.
get to shine for them too. So yeah.
Right, right. The second thing I wanted to ask is, how long are you going to be able to call yourself a boutique real estate company? Because you guys are rocking it. You are hitting some really great numbers. Is there like an actual, is that just because you're not with a nationally known company that you use that phrase? Or is there like a number that all of a sudden now you're no longer boutique, maybe you become bougie? I don't,
Ah.
don't say that you're a bougie real estate company.
I like to think that we're going to keep going and growing, and at some point we'll branch out and bring the good, bring up the talent from within to expand and grow, and just encourage them to lead also in the real estate industry with with our assistant. I'd like something that you said, a while back when we met, that yeah, we have these people that work with us and we're their mentorship, but they sometimes don't know that they can lead, and we encourage them, and they need to own their leadership, and we're in that aspect of growth. So eventually, yeah, I would love to have an office in Tulsa and then expand in that direction, and another one on the north side, which is in Edmond or something. But everything's mobile now, so we can look at us doing business in
Exactly.
another area.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. And
the
I think,
sky's the limit.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and that's the fun part is there's so many things that you said in your opening that I was just like wanting to jump on. But we've met at training seminars that we've chosen to pay to be a part of, to leave our area, go elsewhere, get great information and bring it back. And there's some of those events, there's like 5,000 people. But what I find is every time I go, I just kind of get drawn to certain energy. And you and your family was one of those energies. And now we've literally traveled the world together. For those of you who don't know, Rosy and her husband Sal and myself, we share a real estate coach who had given us some goals. And if we met the goal, we all had to agree to meet her under the Eiffel Tower at midnight on New Year's Eve, 2022, 2023. I can't remember.
2022, 2023. Yeah.
Yes, and Rosie and Sal were part of that group, and it was epic. And I won't rehash it, but it was amazing. But just the energy, because you guys really believe in taking care of the community, giving back to the community, taking care of your team members, your staff members, all of those things. Like when you and I get together, we don't get together and complain about the market or complain about the community. We basically say, okay, well, how are you doing this? And what if we try this? And I just admire that. And I think that that's why you guys have been so successful.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I think that, our industry is evolving and changing so much. I really like what's coming up because it will bring old school real estate back to the table, back to, us doing business and explaining and things, doing these things. And that's, I really never had a mentor in my life until I met Sandra and I went through the coaching, a true mentor. And so all the people that I come across, even you kind of mentioned, that the little conversations, it's a type of mentorship that I cherish. But through going through things and just learning, uh, it's everything always changing and learning and changing and learning. And so we just don't know how to do it any other way other than the old way. I started in 2005 with an amazing broker, and it was a small brokerage that I was able to start off with. And I just kind of kept that style throughout, this time. And so that energy that you're talking about, that's the energy that I'm drawn to as well. I'm more of a hands-on meeting people in person, getting to know you. And so yeah, it's just my personality style. I really like to connect to people and see how I can, if I see a need, how can I feel that need and then just, keep moving forward. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And you can really tell that's again why you're being so successful. Now, you are also bilingual.
Yes.
Yes. What percentage of your clientele do you service for that?
I would say about 85% of our clients are, yeah, 85% of our clients are bilingual. All of our staff is bilingual. We had some agents that joined our group and they were not bilingual, but they still were, doing real well. But it's, most of our clients that we've had, it's repeat business and building that relationship. And, people, once they trust you, they keep coming back and
And then
they
they
can
send
go
their
with,
friends
yeah,
and yeah,
and
yeah.
their mom and their daughter, their kids. And so Oklahoma's a small community, so we're just keep growing with the community as the community keeps needing our services. So I really love my ecosystem that we've created with the community, and that goes hand in hand with, what are we doing to give back? How are we supporting our neighbors, and how that comes back? It's really amazing, and I really enjoy the atmosphere and the energy that we've created around our business is very positive, it's got a good flow. People, we get references all the time that they may not even go on, and that's one of the things, they may not even go to Google and put a review or something, but at the end of the day, if they bring you somebody back, I mean,
That's
that's
better
what
than
really
Google.
matters.
Yes, yeah.
Right. That's what really matters, that repeat business coming back. And you know this. I mean, you have amazing referral partners that, people that come and to you again. And it's just the level of service that you've provided that keeps bringing people back. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a compliment to when a client sends you a family member or a friend. So tell us about some of the organizations that you and your team and family are involved in there in your market.
Okay, so I just resigned of one, but I really liked it. It was just a decision, but I was part of the downtown design committee in Oklahoma City. I really liked this one because we had a lot of things, coming into construction or permits or buildings or tear downs and things like that. So I was volunteered on that one. They're switching gears and there's more coming to Oklahoma. So they're assigning more plans and sites and things that require more time. And I was like,
It's
I
a
want to,
balance. Yeah.
yeah, I want to be able to do the right thing. And at this time, it's just one of those decisions. But that's one. I really enjoyed it for the last 4 years. And then I got to see
Oh,
a lot
wow.
of the
So you gave
planning.
4 years of your time for that? That's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
it's just one time, one day out of the month, and you would go down to the downtown area and pretty much sit and watch, new plans and all the construction and murals and things that came through through our uh, basically approved plans and things like that
Yeah.
through the committee. And then I'm also president for BNI Emprendedores, which is a
That's the
group.
one I was wanting to hear about. Yeah.
So BNI, it's amazing. We had our meeting this morning, and that one we have currently 29 members, and so we have a really good networking ecosystem, and it's growing and it's expanding, and it's the first one in Spanish. It's 100% in Spanish, and so I am their president right now, and it's amazing. I really love it. It's one of the things that wakes me up on Wednesday. I'm like, I'm gonna go to BNI today.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys do some really fun, um, I mean, I realize it's the whole point is the networking, but it looks like you guys have fun with that too.
So part of the BNI, what it is Business Networking International, and it's global. So I've had the opportunity to show up to Zoom meetings through BNI in Mexico City, and so I can go to Curacao or somewhere else in the world. Maybe I just said it wrong, but if
Carousel.
there,
I'm learning because we are both going to that in November. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So you can be networking with people from, the other side of the world, anywhere that there's a meeting, but there's like 12,000 members, something like that, 12,000 chapters or something like that. It's amazing the group of ecosystem that it holds. And it's, I'm yet to figure out all the aspects of BNI and lots of training and lots of it's just meeting people. And that's exactly what I like, meeting other people that I can perhaps help get to know more people in my own community. Because sometimes you may know this, you live in Tahlequah for so long, and then you may end up coming across someone that they know you, but do you know them,
Yeah, I actually had that happen this weekend. We walked into a restaurant and the server thought we were with the group in front of us. And I said, "Oh, no, we're not with them." And she turned around and she said, "But Edna, we would love for you to sit with us." And I was like, I had no clue who she was, but she had seen some of my marketing. And by the time we left, we were like fast friends, you know? So yeah. Um, but here's what I want to point out for those of you who are watching this and don't know Rosie. What she said is that it's exciting for her to meet new people and figure out how she can help them. She didn't say it's exciting to meet new people and figure out how they can help me. I mean, that is the true heart of Rosie and her family and her husband and the kids. I remember traveling with your, I'm going to say adult children because they're kind of on the cusp. And everyone was what, like everyone in your family was, do you need a jacket? Do you need a chair? I mean, it's really the heart of giving that really stands out. So anyone in the Oklahoma City metro area, if you want a realtor that truly has a heart for service, and I do believe that real estate falls into that category, guys, reach out to Rosie and her family because they're amazing. So I love that. Now tell us how, I know that this year has started off kind of weird with rates are going to be low. No, they're not. But how's pricing in your market? Are you guys seeing increases? Are you stable, or has the bottom dropped out?
It's really different, and you may be experiencing the same thing because we kind of have similar markets, but
Yes.
everything that it's beautifully well, preserved or well kept is selling at a very good price, even multiple offers.
Mhm.
Anything kind of in the middle, if it's a little bit overpriced, it's still staying on the market. If it's priced correctly, it'll still sell. It might take a couple weeks or something if they're not doing proper marketing on the property. And then anything that it's, that needs work and it's still overpriced, regardless of what you do, it's not going to sell super fast and maybe underperform and stay on the market until somebody decides to lower the price or, somebody sees the potential in it. But basically, in our market, we're still very active. The first quarter of the year was very, very good. This has been our best quarter, first quarter of the year compared to the last three
Oh,
years.
yes. Yeah.
And so I don't know if because we did the 100-day challenge or everything that we've been implementing and changing, and we're educating more the consumer. I also do a Facebook Live on Thursdays, and so I've been keeping that like, hey, the rates may drop, but we have no crystal ball. Nobody does. Even the expert that we thought we had was saying the same thing and have from January 1st until the end, December 31st for the rates to chart and change. And I was like, are you serious? But honestly, as I keep telling people, don't wait on the rates because the rates, it's going to bring a lot more people out the door to purchase, to buy, more competition. And so you really want to hit the market now. And there's an opportunity for everybody. They just have to have the right guidance. There's so many products. There's so many we're in the Oklahoma City market, but Oklahoma has a lot of the down payment assistance
Oh,
programs.
gosh. Yes, we have rural development in our area. Yeah.
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 So, well, like in Oklahoma City area, and for people that are coming from out of state, we have several banks, and I'm not going to mention banks because,
Sure.
we don't want to make anybody upset because we are not mentioning their names, but we have several banks that are offering up to 20 grand and down payment assistance and closing cost. And so there's several banks, not just one. There's several. And then we also have like down payment assistance through neighborhood housing, community action. Because the market kind of has slowed down, it has given room for people. If the houses are sitting on the market and they're good priced, then we have certain areas in Oklahoma City area that it could help more people with affordable housing through the down payment assistance programs, which we're well aware how they work. And so it's a simple class, a simple process, and it really enforces and it really helps people to understand the buying process and also how to stay out of trouble and lose those homes. And so, you
That's
know,
really, really important. So really what I hear, I mean, it is very weird how similar our markets are. I know that doesn't seem like it would be a big push, but Oklahoma City's totally different than Tahlequah. But at the end of the day, if you're a seller and your home's not selling, then your price is not compelling because homes are moving. Yes, you're not getting 10 offers and it's not happening in a 24-hour period. But if you're having 3 to 5 showings and you're not getting an offer, then we probably need to adjust that. Also, we are seeing that they really are gravitated toward move-in ready. They don't want to do fixer-uppers, and so fixer-uppers they can't try to be competitive with a newer home or a move-in ready home, or it's just going to sit there. And I think third thing that I heard you say is keep it local with your realtor because your realtor can put you with a local lender, and that local lender you will be able to help them know which program and which bank or mortgage company locally can help push that through.
That's so very true. More often than not, one of the things that we started doing with our clients, and we do it all the time, and I don't know if you do this, but when we're getting ready to go out the door and start shopping for a house, I ask them for their estimate with their lender. And I can come up with my own, but I don't know if they have certain fees that if they're from out of state, if they have an additional points buy down or additional fees that I may not be aware that we have to compute somehow in our negotiations with the seller side or, ask for closing costs or with the past market that we had multiple offers. It was like, how do we even, we have to have these conversations. Unfortunately, sometimes, and I'm not trying to step on anybody, but so unfortunately, sometimes and I don't know if you've had this come across, but when I have people coming from out of state, they have lenders that there's so many fees that I'm like, you have to get a local lender. I prefer and always suggest people go with any lender locally, but there's so many steps. And so it kind of becomes the middleman, and there's an additional fee that
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
it goes like I have to talk to Edna, talk to the lender, talk to the other lender, then it comes to me, and I'm like, keep it local. That would be definitely the best choice.
Yeah, I totally agree. And one of the things we run into with out-of-state lenders is Oklahoma has had some big changes with becoming a reservation state. And then, the new deed restrictions. Lastly, it's really hard for a lender from out of market to get a local appraiser. So this is crazy, but we have had out-of-state lenders send an appraiser from Moore or from Oklahoma City to Tahlequah. That I can 1,000% guarantee you that appraiser has not been in the homes that he's comparing the home to. So therefore, you could end up with a bad appraisal and it could actually cost the buyer money. Because I am listing centric and that's kind of my push, I will actually advise my sellers to push back to a buyer that they need to get a second opinion with a local lender, because then if they still want to go with out of state, that's fine. But typically when they do that and they see the fee sheet and they see that they're going to actually save money, they're going to keep it local, it's going to move faster, it's kind of a no-brainer. But occasionally they won't go with that. So
Well, Stan, that's why you're the expert and they should hire you all the time.
well, let's hope everybody's listening right now. I'm kidding. Okay, so what big things is happening with Legacy over the next 3 months that you would like to tell the world about so that we can get that out there for you?
So we have several listings coming up, and so we already sold our big multifamily property that we had listed, and we sold it in-house. So yay!
Yeah.
We have just several properties that we're listing, but there's one in particular that's in the city, and this one, it's such a cool property. It's a rodeo, and so
How do
it's
you spell
acreage.
it? Jill's like, I'll take it.
It's a rodeo. It's like the land with the setup for the rodeo.
Yeah, like the
And it's
arena and the
yeah, the arena. and everything is set up already. So it's a little bit over 7 acres, and it's going to be listed for 440,000. So it's a really good price, and it's
That
already set
seems
up and everything.
very reasonable. Now, see, today, I don't know if you can tell this, but I got my boots on and my jeans and my plaid shirt. They were laughing at me because I'm launching 2 ranches today. So hashtag realtor that does ranches right here. So rodeo,
Right.
you need to get a hashtag in there for that rodeo.
Trying to convince Sal to take it, the video with the hat, and he said absolutely not. So
Oh no, you've got to. You've got to. I'd do the hat before I'd get on a horse.
I told him, I said, I'll volunteer to go in a horse and just, promote the rodeo setup acreage.
Very
Um,
good. Well, that
so
sounds like
that,
a really exciting listing. I love
yeah,
that. So,
more
yeah.
listings and more videos coming up. So that's the target for this next coming, YouTube and stuff like that that you're already doing, that you're amazing
Yeah,
at.
absolutely. That, and I think that that's why you continue to see growth is the amount of just new ways of marketing that you're constantly putting out. I love that and I admire that. So Rosie, we would be remiss if we didn't ask you the controversial question of the month and I think the month is over, so I'm going to have to get a new question, but I'm going to use this one more time. Rosie, do you make your bed every morning?
I don't.
You
Honestly,
don't.
I don't. I try all the time, but if I leave before Salvador does, then he has to, make his bed. But sometimes he leaves early. When I leave the house last, I do. I definitely do.
Okay,
But
there
it
you
just
go.
depends.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's
Well,
one of those little things. So yeah.
yeah, that's exactly right. Some people live by it, and some people are like, it does not affect me one way or the other. So,
It does. It's one of those weird things that I definitely, if I leave last, then I do my bed. If not, then I still think about your cookie in bed. So another time.
that's a whole nother podcast. That's a fortune cookie. We're gonna leave that. Those who know, right? So,
Right.
well, we're gonna tag our real estate guru Sandra and Tom on this, so they'll know that we've sent out some good vibes and love to them. And then I think just before we sign off, let's figure out how many locations we've met in. We've been to Chicago together, San
Chicago,
Diego together,
San Diego,
Las
Florida,
Vegas together,
Las Vegas,
Paris, France together,
Cancun.
Playa del Carmen,
Yeah.
uh,
Dallas.
that's Dallas,
Yeah, that.
Tahlequah. That's right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Tahlequah. I like that.
And you need to come to Oklahoma. I'll send you the details. But
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I've got to come up to your neck of the woods here. So
yeah, yeah.
and then at the end of the year, I think we're going to be in Curacao together.
Yes.
Which don't ask me
Yes.
exactly where that's at yet, but it's a Dutch island somewhere that we have to go to.
It's
So
just gonna be amazing and epic as always.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
I'm looking forward to.
masterminding with the top tier, and that's we share ideas, and we rip off and duplicate each other, and it's all for the good of our clients, so that we can make their homes sell faster, get more money in their pocket, and make the deal the smoothest. So, Rosie, thank you for taking the time. I mean, seriously, co-owner, brokerage, a full team, you're the team leader, you've got 3 kiddos. And then all of your volunteerism and the fact that you took time out of that to come visit with us today. We're so grateful and we appreciate you so much.
Oh, I love you. So, I'm glad to be here and I will see you soon. So anytime you want to have me, I'm available. I'll make time for you.
Okay, we will probably have to do another podcast after July to really dig in on
Mhm.
some of the changes that are coming up. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's mastermind about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Tell Sal and the boys I said hi. We'll talk to you soon.
it. Same here. Tell her the same and see you soon. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.